What's up, college football fans? It is Bulldog Banter once again on a Sunday night. You can catch us twice a week, Sunday and Thursday, talking all about the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll dive into some other games as well across mostly the SEC because that's where it means the most. But it's your boy Aaron Murray, Ben Jones, Tavarres King, Knowshon Moreno. We're a few minutes behind because the quarterback had a major fumble and forgot to send the link out. So I do apologize to everyone that thought we were starting at 8. We are always on time, at least 3 of us. So I do apologize for that.
First of all, we live? I thought we were putting it in the can. All right.
I thought we was putting it in the can.
Have you not known we've always been live?
We weren't live that last one.
Yes, we were.
What are you talking about?
Were we not?
We live. We put one in the can. We did put one in the can.
We can one?
We did can one.
Yeah, last Sunday we weren't live.
Yeah.
We weren't live. Yeah, that's true. Okay. That's true. Usually live, 99% of the time live. So Knowshon, you can't edit this shit out. So control yourself. Control yourself. Funny story real quick before we get going. I've been doing these quarterback breakdowns, which is it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying them. Anyways, I did an Auburn quarterback breakdown, and now I got all these Auburn fans hitting me up like, we freaking hate you. We still hate you, but like, will you become our quarterback coach? The worst part is that they're like adding the head coach. Like, Hugh Freeze, you need to go watch this. Aaron knows what he's talking about. I'm like, please do not add the coach because if I call one of their games, he's going to give me so much shit. So, that ain't a good look. I'm like, please stop adding Hugh Freeze. Anyways, Georgia, big win over the weekend, 48-3 over Tennessee Tech, the Golden Eagles, as expected. So, like, we're not going to spend we'll spend the first part of the show talking about that. We'll go into each one of our positions, obviously offensive line, running back, receiver, quarterback, touch on the defense real briefly as well. And then I want to get a little bit more national topic for a little bit afterwards, and then call it a night. And then obviously for those watching on Twitter, make sure you come onto the YouTube channel if you want to ask us questions. We do, I think, a really good job of interacting with everyone. We'll throw your question up on the screen. We'll answer it, whether it's about the game, whether it's about life as a Georgia Bulldog, about when we played, about our time in the NFL, whatever it is. Come in the chat, ask us questions, and we will answer them along the way. So let's get into it. Georgia takes down a lesser opponent, let's just be honest, in Tennessee Tech. Let's go position by position. We'll start with the O-line first. Ben, this is not just starters, but backups too. Like, just overall thoughts about the game.
Yeah, we got to see some different faces in there. We got to see who our swing tackle is, who our swing guard is. And Bobo got to come in at center also. So I just shot little Bobo a text, saw him get a pancake. So happy to see him get in there. But overall, we protected well. Still want to be a little more dominant in the run game. I want to run it whenever we want to. I wanted them to say, hey, we're in the red zone. We can pound the ball no matter what front they give us. We shouldn't be 3rd and 3. You have 2 chances to score. Just run it twice. Let's get it in there. Know you have those kind of dogs up front. Let's use them. And I feel like we were showcasing the quarterback this week. I bet you love that, Murray.
I was surprised how much Ben and I were talking before we started the show. I was shocked how much we threw the football in the game. Shocked, especially early.
It was dope to see.
Yeah, I know y'all love that. I know y'all love that.
Of course, he said.
Yeah,
they're trying to get Carson a Heisman. Come on, why
not? You know what, Murray? That's so funny that you said that because that was one of my questions. I mean, the Heisman, just off topic a little bit. The Heisman is a team award. Do you think that's in the back of Bobo's head, like as he's calling plays? Like, I mean, not in a game like this. It looked like it. You know what I'm saying?
What is Georgia? Georgia hasn't had a Heisman Trophy winner since Herschel in the 80s. Early 80s. Was it 1980? Was it 80, 81, whenever he won it?
I think
it's been a long-ass time. It was a long-ass time since they won a national championship. It's been a longer time since they've had anyone win the Heisman. And I think only Stetson is, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in the chat or you guys, like, is Stetson the only one that's been to New York for the ceremony since then?
think so.
Yeah,
I
absolutely. I
think
can't
so.
think of anyone else.
Yeah, me
Was
neither.
Tyler?
Gurley was hurt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
Tyler
was
was
hurt.
um,
Jarvis just got left out. Jarvis was like number 4, and they only brought 3. So he was somewhat in the conversation, TK, our junior or my junior year, your senior year.
mhm.
I mean, I think for everyone, I think for Bobo, I think for Kirby, to be able to flaunt that we have a Heisman Trophy player, like that's big for the program. So like, yeah, like you to me, like you use this game to pad those stats. So at the end of the season, if Carson has the big wins, if Georgia beats Texas and Alabama and Ole Miss and they're undefeated, and Carson, you look back and has like 40 touchdowns, everyone's going to say that's our Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah,
So get it when you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Get it when you can.
100%.
So that's why. Let's go to the running backs. Knowshon, we finally got a taste of Etienne, Trevor, 5 carries, 78 yards. Frazier, 6 carries, 28. Branson, 3 for 22. Was it good to see kind of what this offense is going to look like with Trevor back in the lineup?
No, it did. It looked real good. I thought the backs ran strong. Everyone, I mean, like we said before the season started, everyone's going to get their chance to get their ball because we got so many backs, right? So when they got their opportunities, I felt like every back ran strong. It was finally good to see Branson. I think he's starting to come into his own a little bit. He ran strong late in the game as well. We're going to need that confidence from him. He needs that confidence that he's like, all right, you know what? In those big games, we're going to need those tough, 3rd down, 4th down runs from our backs, right? So it was really good to see that. But yeah, Trevor looked great. He looked explosive. The boy was making people miss. The boy showed me that he was smart. He was running to the left and switched the ball over. I didn't really like it. He was kind of in traffic a little, not too much traffic, but he was about to take off, switch that thing. I love to see that because I hate when the guy has the ball in the wrong hand. Man. Don't use that offhand. So
Use that free
someone and get up, right? You know what I'm saying? So love to see that. So he's smart too. So all in all, I give them guys a really good grade in this game. But I want to see it when the opponent is a little more worthy, like Alabama, like these other teams that are going to be coming in.
Yeah.
But it was good to see them boys running strong.
You can see him healthy.
And we saw the young boy Bowen in there. I thought when he got his couple carries, he looked good. So
Yeah. What about a little Branson showed a little speed on that Bobo pancake. It got called back, I think, but
Yeah, it did.
he showed a little speed on that one too.
Oh yeah. He showed the speed. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I was expecting. It was still one run where I'm like, yeah, he tried to give him a little something, to break him off. But right there, bro, just lower that shoulder, man. You're going to still get the same 3 that you had when you just did your little juke and fell forward. Man, make them pay when they try to tackle you. You're too big for that. But other than that, yeah, he showed a little speed on that one too, TK.
By the way, I appreciate the chat. Garrison Hurst was 3rd in the Heisman in 1992. Gino Torretta beat out Marshall Faulk and Garrison Hurst in the Heisman. So there you go. Knowshon, were you ever close?
Say that again, though. Say that again. Say all 3 of them names and then say who won. Because that just sounded crazy.
Wait, say it again?
Gino Torretta. I don't even know who that is.
Exactly.
That's a QB, right?
I know the other twos. We all know who Marshall Faulk is. We all know who Garrison Hurst is. Who the heck is Gino Torretta?
Crazy.
Is he a quarterback for Notre Dame?
I'm telling you, coach.
The quarterback for Miami. Quarterback for Miami.
That sounded, they hold you, G.
How about his stats? 28 completions for 402 attempts, 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Did they win it?
I can't give him that, bro.
What?
Listen, G.
What? We need a recount.
G.
We need a recount.
Marshall Faulk was nice.
Yeah.
G was cold.
Gino Torretta. I need to go watch those highlights.
Man, that's
we will do our look ahead to Kentucky on Thursday, but I do want to answer in the chat. I saw this earlier. Okay, here we go. From Barrett Hart in the chat. I was wondering what's y'all's never mind, that's not the one I want to see. Sorry. Here we go. From Connor. What was that saying? Oh, I don't want to get into that crap. Because we know how Knowshon feels about Stafford anyway. So Connor Anderson in the chat. We all love Stafford. It was a weird comment, but we all do love Stafford. Connor Anderson in the chat says, to unlock some memories, what was your favorite moment playing against Kentucky? T, before we get into receivers and I'll get into quarterbacks, let's answer this question. I'll give you the first crack at it.
Yeah. Senior year, we went up there, put it on them. I think I had like a $188. Yeah, we went crazy on them. But it was just so funny because that whole week we changed something in the playbook. I can't even remember. We changed something where I had a bench backside, and I was like, "This boy is never gonna throw this bench." I caught like 4 of them, bro. Yeah, it was so funny. We was out there connecting, you know what I'm saying? So that was a good one, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you go for a $188 on somebody, you're gonna remember that for sure.
Knowshon, I'm going back to the game. We won 29-24 at Kentucky, and Tavarres 9 for 188.
I told you.
And 2 tutties.
He went crazy.
What? Hey, your boy. I'm gonna use that as my memory too, because your boy was 30 of 38, 427 touchdowns.
You know what I'm saying? I told you we was connecting, boy.
Knowshon, favorite memory against Kentucky.
Honestly, I really don't have any. I don't even know. I don't have any from Kentucky, really. Honestly, the only thing I can really remember in the Kentucky game is when Stafford, something happened when Stafford's helmet came off and he got kicked. Something happened. I know Ben knows, so let him tell the story. But I remember, I just remember getting into the locker room with Stafford's face all bruised up, and everyone was pissed. I was like, bro, what happened to Stafford? And then we were just all ramped up, and we went back out there. But I don't have any really crazy memories, but I did play against Wesley Woodyards, and we played together at the Broncos. So just those stories going back and forth of how I used to act and stuff like that. Pretty cool. But tell that story, Ben. What happened with Stafford? Can you tell them that?
Yeah, I know we scored. I know we won the game on 3-12 Crimson. We threw it to the back of the end zone to AJ.
Yep.
So his helmet, he rolled around forever. His helmet came off. I think he got kicked almost, or his helmet came down.
I think he got kicked.
But we were all celebrating because AJ scored in the back of the end zone on the 4th down, I think. I know it was on Crimson because I remember him like, what is this play, Crimson? And my other one was, I think, Sean Ely broke the record for touchdowns in a game. I think he had like six rushing touchdowns. All we ran was Zulu the whole game.
Oh, yeah. Zoner lead, baby. Zoner lead.
Yeah.
We loved, so back in the day, Ben, we used to just have, it was one word, but it was 2 different plays. So Zulu, Polo was power lead. Zulu was zoner lead. Hose was horn, which was a toss sweep or lead.
I love that, bro. I really honestly love that, and that really helped me out. Now thinking about that, we did that in college. It helped me out in the Peyton times when we were playing with Peyton, because he had one word. It was one word stuff for like 3 different plays. I was like, oh crap! But that definitely helped us out. I forgot we did that. Dang.
Oh yeah, I still know all those rules.
You guys got great memories, man.
A-gap fair for polos. It's
A-gap fair, baby. All about the A-gap fair.
No doubt. Hose was his.
Fun trivia for you boys here. In 2011, Georgia's leading rusher rushed for 23 times. I didn't know he ran for 23 times in his career. 23 times for 101. Who was it?
Brandon Harton.
Yeah.
My dog. Shout out Brandon Harton.
Idea.
Yes, sir.
What?
He won the SEC championship with Harton.
I remember we had like 3 or 4 backs hurt. And he had.
Ken played, Isaiah played, but Isaiah only had 2 carries. He was
banged up, bro. He was banged up.
It was him and Kyle Karimpolis.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse, baby.
My dog Harton was in there doing his thing. Shout out,
Danny Trevathian ran cross dog that game like 30 times.
Oh, I was like, Danny. I forgot Danny went there. Also played with Danny too.
Yeah.
Sure. I can't believe Harden got in there like that. That boy, Harden.
Yes.
I want to go to this Sean game though against Kentucky. It must have been
2010. 2010.
He went berserk.
Was Sean 28 for 157, 5 touchdowns. Man, he took all our touchdowns. Stupid running backs. Damn.
All
right, let's get back to gotta get back to this game. All right, TK, let's go to the running backs. It was as we talked about a pass heavy game. I'll tell you what, man, like to me, the first 2 weeks is like, how do we get Arian Smith's confidence up? It's been nice to see number 11.
Man, it's been phenomenal. I know we talked about it a lot on the show, but I keep talking about it. His hands, he keeps catching everything with his hands, and that just opens up. You can just tell that he's confident. You can just tell that he's confident, and whatever he's done, if he's been on the jugs, you can tell he's been on them things because the kid is catching it with his hands, catching it away from his body, and it's good to see. Saw him go up top one time as well. Great ball by Carson. But just getting everybody involved. Kobe Young getting involved. Dylan Bell getting involved. Dominic
Wait, tell
Glover.
me.
What? You saw that?
No, I'm gonna talk say it later. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. Okay, yeah.
No. Speak it, sir.
He's a
No, no,
receiver.
no.
Speak
He's a
it.
receiver.
Go.
He's a receiver.
I got mine too. What?
I'm gonna say, get your pen out of here. No, my fault. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm messing with you. No, I was just saying that it was good to just once again, carry over from week one. It's good to see so many guys catching footballs, bro. It just lets you know how explosive this team is. Lawson Lucky, shout out my dog, Lawson Lucky.
Yeah.
Getting in that end zone. It was good to see him catching that thing, turning it up on the sideline. So yeah, man, I think our pass catchers are playing really well right now, bro. What you got to say?
You
Oh
gonna
no,
get, you gonna get a Knowshon here?
You were talking about that 50-yard pass that Carson threw. That one.
Oh, that's on him. That ain't got nothing.
You said that was a great ball though. I mean, it was underthrown.
Knowshon is like I'm
It
gonna
was
buy Knowshon
underthrown.
a Quinn Ewers jersey. He was wide open. The last thing you want to do is just give him the ball. He scored.
Okay, I
How many post
understand
routes
that.
did I underthrow TK because I know he was so wide open? Like I'm just gonna get it to him.
Okay, understandable, but
You
when we
ain't
talk about
stay in
number
your
one
lane.
pick here-
You can be critical of the running backs, but stay off my quarterback.
no, I'm gonna give everyone gets it, not just the backs.
Stay in
I'm
that
just
back.
saying, we scored. I love it. And he saw him. He went through his progression. Let that thing go, but it was still underthrown. That ball was waiting. Like, come on.
So you saying it was like a punt? You could fair caught it.
He was wide open. No. It was one of those like long reads. Yeah, Ben. I mean, it was a long read. Everyone bit. It was like when we would do that. What was it called? The flat back. Ben, what was it called? Flat back. When I would turn my back to the defense and like walk away. Or was it Ruski? No, 144 Ruski.
Ruski, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that from the gun. Wide open. Just give him the damn ball.
I get it.
Connor as well. Wish we could have Brandon or Champ on the show sometime so we can talk defense. Let's see if we'll get Brandon on Thursday or Champ.
I get Champ.
Either one.
Yeah.
Champ coaching, ain't he?
I don't know.
Don't he help coach? Don't he help coach his kids?
I do the pregame show.
Yeah,
He definitely
Yes,
does.
yes.
He definitely does do that.
Knowshon, were you a Champ in Denver at all?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He played.
All right, let me get to the quarterbacks first. The stars of the show: 18 of 25, 242, 5 touchdowns. Gunner 10 of 12, 90 yards. I'll say this: Carson was a little off. There was a period of about like 7 throws where he was, one dagger route. He worked from left to right. Ball was low. Couple ones to the sideline. And he was just early. He was looking good. Like I was calling my game, so I wasn't watching this one. I went back and watched it today because I was seeing a bunch of people tweeting like Carson looks off. Carson looks off. And to start the game, I was like, dude, he looks like he's freaking Dyson right now. And then you look at the stats, but like there was, I think, 2 possessions when it just kind of got away from him for a little bit. But I mean, you can't argue with what the final result was. That was pretty good. And I thought Gunner played well too. Like Gunner had a good day.
I was going to ask you that, Aaron. I mean, we talked about it last week about, hey, after Carson, we are like, bro, we don't really know what we
He
get
had a lot of
back
reps
after.
too. I was surprised like you wouldn't see like Jaden in there or the freshman in there because like he went 10 to 12. So like
yeah,
I could have seen him
and he
go like
looked
5
like he
or
was
6.
throwing it, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
He was dinking though. I mean, I'm gonna say like he had the one post route where he had a little pressure and the ball kind of floated. The one I think he was throwing to Cole Spear, which would have been a big touchdown. A little pressure on his front side. But no, he looked good. He looked confident. He threw the ball well to the sideline. He didn't leave anything inside on those Omahas and Okie routes. So I was impressed, man. I thought overall good day for the quarterbacks. Listen, when you go 28 of 37, 332, and 5 touchdowns as a unit, you're dealing. I don't care who you're going against. I know it wasn't Quinn Ewers, Knowshon, but it was a good day.
It didn't look sexy, did it? It didn't look sexy enough.
I mean, what? I can't like Quinn.
You can like Quinn.
I like Quinn. I like the way that he was throwing that thing. No,
you like Quinn or you like Carson? Who you taking?
Oh,
Me?
man. Wait.
You.
How you gonna put me?
I'm taking Carson.
Yeah.
Oh, you take Carson? In the same offense?
Yeah, give me my guy.
I'm taking Carson.
I mean, I get it. No, I get it. You guys
I get it.
are something else.
Knowshon would take anyone but Carson. Anyone.
I mean, honestly, though, I mean, no, that's not true. I like Carson. I really do.
Unbelievable.
Hey, our Geno guy we were talking about, he lost to Bama in the national championship.
Okay.
Shout out.
But
Shout
still,
out my boy.
like no
Just texted me.
stats though. No stats.
Yeah, I can't give it to it. I can't. We got beef.
RJ from the chat, RJ the God. Hey Aaron, how much do you think having a headset in your helmet would have affected your game? We all played under Bobo. Could y'all imagine having Bobo in your ear?
I can't hear.
Oh man, that was funny.
Hey, for all the guys in here, answer this question because you've all been in NFL huddles for a long time. What was the go-to play when the headset went out for the quarterback? Like, did you guys ever know? Or like the quarterback, like ever just said, "Fuck it, we're doing this." Because it happened to me a couple times in preseason. I'm like, "Hey, we're just going like." I'd be like, "Hey, double F, 2 jet, all go." Like we're going 4 verts. Like let's just go.
Four
Like
verts? You would throw the 4 verts out there?
oh, if the headset went out, I'm calling 4 verts. I'm straight up. I'm calling it 4 vert. Hell yeah!
That boy is
I love that.
crazy.
Y'all know
That's amazing to me. So how do you read? So okay, so if it's coming to you, trying to hit. Okay,
You read it like it's 4 verts. I'm just saying, like if the headset went out, like you heard the play card, like all right, we're in 11 personnel, we're gonna go double, and you're like, what happened over there? So have any of y'all experienced that from a quarterback? And what was their go-to, Ben? Do you remember?
We have Derrick Henry, so we ran the ball.
That's true.
right.
and yeah,
Get on the ball, run duo.
Sauce, your whole game was like that with
Right.
T.
Peyton,
Yeah.
the whole game was like that.
Yeah.
And if we had Tebow, he was running anyway. So.
Yeah, same with E. Like, yeah, same with Eli. Like he ran the show pretty.
What a different world that is. That'd be a fun show one day, just to going from Tebow to fucking Peyton Manning.
It was wild. It was wild.
Love
There's
Tim.
a lot
Love Tim. But it's
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, you know.
yeah, great dude. Great dude. A little bit different quarterback in the NFL.
Classic though. Some funny stuff, funny stories.
All right, let's so overall, let's give grade to the team. I mean, is that do we feel Georgia said the Clemson game, then this game, you beat a big opponent, you beat a mop-up team. Like, do they look like the number 1 team in the country?
Yeah, they do to me right now. I mean, as I look around and watch other games on all these
That's
TV,
what I was saying.
as I look around and watch all the other games, like I don't see anybody else other than maybe a Texas that is, putting the pieces together like we are. Because like Alabama or somebody like they didn't look like them the other day. Michigan, they didn't look like Michigan the other day. So
they look like Michigan to me. I already told y'all. They had looked like Michigan to me.
Well, they didn't look like the Michigan of old, but from
no.
week 1 to week 2, yeah, they looked the same. It was ugly. We talked about that, but yeah, bro, I don't know. I think this is a number 1 team for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Ben,
Is Clemson better than Michigan?
I would put my money on Clemson to beat Michigan. 100%.
I think so too. Michigan's
I would 100%.
Yeah.
Texas' win was impressive. Texas just moved to number 2 in the AP poll, and I don't disagree with it. Like going into Michigan and winning that football game. Ohio State hasn't played anyone. I think Texas.
They moved to what? What they moved to?
They moved to 2.
They should.
I don't know who Ohio State played their first 2 games. I honestly don't know. Who they play? Anyone?
No one.
Worth talking about? Exactly.
I ain't saying nothing about them.
Oh, no. The SEC has 6 of the top 7 teams in the AP poll. I'll tell you what, there's a couple teams in the SEC. We talked about, I think, Ben, you and I talked about Tennessee. Put that camera up a little bit.
You don't know how to work this joker?
Oh, you're the
My redneck butt don't know how to work cameras. Y'all get me all sophisticated.
All right, so I'm going to go into the chat with this one. Tim wants to know, at this point, is UGA better than Texas? Like, what? I'm gonna somewhat rephrase this to protect us. Would Texas be favored in the game in Austin today if we played this weekend? Who would Vegas pick right now? I think Texas would be favored.
I think so too because they played probably.
I'm just saying, like, what Vegas views Texas in the game being in Austin, Vegas would have the
you said-
Longhorns as a favorite. But I would say probably around. I would say 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean that, but then they get 3 points for being at home.
Yeah,
So it's
I
an
know.
even game.
I'm just saying, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so Vegas views them as pretty much equal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think they're damn
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so
Both
I
got
don't know,
good
man.
quarterbacks, good defenses, good skill positions.
Great
Who
offensive
don't-
line.
Who doesn't turn the ball over? That's what it's going to come down
Yeah,
to.
it's sick
Yeah.
that we got to play on these.
Their receiver's nice too.
Texas is going to run out of running backs if they keep up on this stretch of getting hurt.
Mhm.
I
I'll
mean,
tell
a
you
lot
who's
of
good.
teams
I
gonna get
had Ole
better.
Miss this weekend. Ole Miss and Tennessee could win the
Yeah.
SEC too.
It's 4 or 5 good teams that injuries and turnovers going to decide a lot of games this year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Defensively, Tennessee ain't looked that great.
What? That
Oh,
front
no.
seven's nice.
It's straight, but
They might have the best.
I'm going to tell you, we better be chipping that week.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Pierce kid and
yeah.
He
Omari
is.
Thomas too.
Humming off
Yeah.
the edge.
I guess we got up there.
They're pretty damn good.
There's over there coaching the boys up.
All right, I want to flip it over a little bit. So we hit on Texas, we hit on Michigan. We talked about Alabama struggle a little bit. Georgia Tech lost to Syracuse, but Georgia Tech's look good for the first 3 weeks of the season. Like I think they look really good. Like is it good for the rivalry? Can you guys appreciate Georgia Tech being better?
I hate Tech. Don't even call them that. They're Tech, Murray. They don't get the right to be called that. They don't do anything in our state. They don't run it. They don't do anything. They're Tech. Don't you call them that. Don't even put their name in there. We're Georgia.
All right,
I like your style.
I hate
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
say nothing wrong about it.
I like your style.
So you heard the man.
So Tech,
Can you appreciate the fact that they look more
So
competitive?
right.
Sure, to help us in our ratings at the end of the year when we whoop them.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Close game last year.
They always
It
gonna
was-
play you kind of close. I feel like
was-
you know
it
how
was
they
close.
gonna give you. It's their Super Bowl, B.
It is.
every year.
They look good. I enjoy watching their
That's their
quarterback.
Bro, imagine going up against Georgia every year. Feel me? And it's like last game pretty much. And you're like, bro, you know what? I want to knock them off, bro. I mean, this is the natty every year for them. That's fire.
Yeah.
Do you think though, being in Atlanta, that they could start stealing? They got that big offensive tackle, the 5-star. Like, do you think they could, if they have a good season this year, say they get to 8-9 wins, could they start stealing some more guys from Kirby
They ain't
in the state?
stealing.
Or you think that would never happen?
No, they ain't stealing shit. Like you getting what we don't want.
We don't want them. I
But,
mean, they can go over
like,
there.
Yeah.
Tim, calm down. Don't be telling Knowshon to pull
Is that
that
what you
pen. I ain't
said?
predicting anything.
I
over
thought
here.
that's what she was.
I'm just trying to do.
Yo,
I'm just trying to start a conversation. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Okay, just trying to stir the pot a little bit. All we're doing is giving Kirby some ammunition to make sure those boys are focused for that game after Thanksgiving. We don't need any Todd Gurley gaining 20 pounds before the game stuff going on here. Okay,
My boy did go home.
Unbelievable.
Eat good, didn't he?
He
he
did.
did. Todd came back 15 pounds up. He did it on purpose. He's like, I'm gonna see how much weight they can gain. And he still ran
For
like
real?
200 yards. Yeah, he gained 15 pounds in a week.
Big idea.
Oh.
Let's talk a couple questions real quick. All right, here we go. From D Will 21. What do you guys think the biggest weakness they need to improve before the Georgia game? Ben?
For a Bama game?
Before the Bama game.
Before
So
the Bama
so
game.
one more game, then bye week, and then Bama.
You talking about not being
I
scared?
think we started fast, which I like to see. We started fast. That was the big thing coming back from Clemson. I want to establish the run game earlier in the game, like not wait till second half to start to run the ball. Like, hey, let's convert some third downs and shorts by running it. We don't got to throw it every third down. Let's get in third and manageable, run the ball, control the clock, so we ain't got to chase Milroe around the whole game because that joker is fast.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And do what South Florida did. They brought the house.
Ooh.
They
They
were heating.
Yeah, but you just gotta hope that Alabama's offensive line looks the same that it did last night. I mean, they're getting whipped.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Too many just bad declarations too. Like Ben, they were going 3 down and doing like a lot of 4-man slides. And it's like, you don't need a 4-man slide, and they're leaving their running back 2 guys on the backside to protect. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yep. I love it.
Oh, just that's on the quarterback. Quarterback needs to be like, no. We ain't doing that. So you two, any other glaring things that you think like, okay, this has to be corrected before they start getting into the meat of it?
Yeah, nothing glaring for me. I mean, obviously, you would like for us to see a more mobile quarterback before seeing the best mobile quarterback in college football, arguably. So, I think that's probably my point of emphasis is for us that week is just to see how we can get that cat on the ground, obviously. But everything else was pretty solid right now.
It's fast.
Yeah. That's my only. That would be my only thing as well.
Miss Collins, I think she said best, get over the Bama logo and play our game.
For sure. Collapse that pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't let him scramble too much. I mean, he always hurts his legs.
Connect the dots. Are you scared of Matthew McConaughey? All right.
All right.
Speaking
of mobile quarterbacks, does Carson need to run any more than he is? Like, should that be something that Bobo is telling him?
I mean, for me, bro, seeing how good he moves, like he looks like he moves pretty well, you know, for the size that he is. Like seeing how good he moves, like there's opportunities I think for him to keep some of those zone reads, some of those reads. I think there's opportunities and there's been opportunities. I think it'll keep people honest too if he especially starts breaking those things. You saw Stetson do it, so yeah, for sure.
Stetson's definitely quicker than him, right?
Stetson's definitely quicker.
Yeah, but you want to keep him honest?
Just throw it down to the back, okay? I don't need him running. The O-line is giving him enough time. All right. If you think you got to run, just check it down to my back.
For what?
I don't need to see Carson running. I don't need to see him running. I don't need to see him run. I'm sorry.
I think Carson uses his arm. I think Carson uses getting the ball out as his run game. Like balls out.
That's what he needs.
Which I'm with Knowshon on that one. But Clemson, he had 2 first downs with his legs. 2 first downs.
Those are always nice to have. When something's covered, they're running man, they're not looking. Take the first down.
I think if Carson can get 1 to 2 first downs a game with his legs, that's all you need.
Yeah, like I'm asking the boy to be Lamar.
No, please don't do that.
You're just comparing the Stetson. I don't think they're even close to each other.
No, who compared?
I said I didn't compare the two.
I said him to Stetson.
I said we saw Stetson do it. I think he has the capability to go get 8 yards.
We got Murray nervous now. He called everybody out.
Hey, yeah, man.
I got that pin out on them. I got that pin out on both of them boys. Talk about Michigan gonna go what? They gonna lose only 3 games this year? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, last one. Colorado gets spanked by Nebraska. Dylan Raiola, former University of Georgia commit, starting quarterback for Nebraska. Do you think Dog fans were cheering for Colorado in spite of him?
Heck no.
You don't think so?
No. You don't want to be a dog? Screw him. He gonna be 270 by his darn senior year. That joker already 240 sloppy. He gonna be Lorenzen in a couple years. That joker's so big.
240. Is he 240? He don't look. I mean, he got a little gut on him, bro.
Mr. Bizzle likes it. Say it again. Say it again, Ben.
Can I say one thing though? He does resemble Mahomes too much. A little too much. No,
what's wrong with being too much? Like,
no, I'm just saying
best quarterback in the NFL.
No, not in a bad way. Too much. I'm saying like, bro, it's like kind of crazy, weird how everything he does is.
He trains with the same coach for the past like 4 years.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
he was
what? He trains with the same coach.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But
I don't think we should be salty about it.
Even walking into the stadium, he do be looking like that boy.
Yo, everything.
He does the same little warm up, jump in the air, or whatever.
Everything.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And listen, with the world of NIL nowadays, you never know. He might be over there in 2 years. Who knows? He might.
No, he ain't leaving Nebraska. He ain't
How you
leaving.
know? How you know? How you know
His-
Kirby was just like, hey, bro, go ahead and leave and come back.
His daddy played at Nebraska. He's getting paid by Nebraska. He
For how
ain't,
long,
he's
though?
Nebraska's
His
Savior-
uncle
savior
coaches
quarterback.
there. His uncle.
Yeah, his
so it's a
uncle
wrap?
coach is there.
Uh-oh,
It's
so
a
it's a
family
wrap.
thing. Yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
So it's a
I
wrap.
like the
It's
kid
over.
we got. Anyways, I think he's gonna be pretty
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
good. So
I'm
You
not
know who
saying-
his dad is, don't you know, Knowshon? You know his dad? You know who his dad
What?
is? You know who his dad is?
You know his
No.
daddy was. Yeah, you
His
do.
dad was Stafford center all those years in Detroit.
Dom.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Stafford
I
must have
think-
told him that he doesn't bark at people or say "go dogs." So his dad said we can't go to Georgia.
Wow. Interesting.
Hey,
Yeah,
we got,
Colorado's
the kid,
horrible.
we got the kid from Nashville coming next year. 5-star kid from Nashville Christian and can spin it.
He called.
Just what? Just wait.
Y'all play
You
him?
don't have to compete with that boy Gunner though. Gunner don't look bad, coach.
I'm
He
telling
he
you,
ain't got
the
them legs.
kid-
We talk about legs.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Hold
care.
on,
This
hold
joke-
on. Talk about legs.
Do not sleep. Do not sleep
Rashada.
on Puglisi.
Who?
No, but at least he got that arm too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Puglisi's the guy they got that committed, even though Raiola was committed, and just said, "Screw it, I'm going to beat his ass out," which I love. And like kids were raving about him in all spring. Like it's going to be a good competition between him and Gunner next season. And they got Rashada too.
Did he play any in Arizona State?
Yeah, he played
Thought
at
he
Arizona
did, yeah.
State.
All right. So we had somebody that actually played in some games. Something happened.
Jaden
Yeah.
Rashada at Arizona State, 44 of 82, 4 tutties, 3 picks.
So he wasn't
No,
a full
he's
time
played.
guy.
No, it wasn't a full-time guy, but he's played. He is played. All right. Yeah, Miss Collins, appreciate you joining us as always. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We have a couple shows we'll be shooting tomorrow with the current student athletes at Georgia, so be on the lookout for that. We'll be back Thursday with our pre-show before Georgia gets ready to play Kentucky. So make sure you share all of the content. We appreciate it, and hope you all have fun because we have a fun time doing this every Sunday and Thursday night. So until then, go Dogs, and have a great week, everyone.
Go dog.
Go Dogs.